My bad. Put it on mute for a second. Let's start over. What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Yeah, print and tendies today. And what up, Machete?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Netflix is dumping hard. Yeah, I'm literally watching that right now. And that's a go for me. I did buy into Netflix last week. Not even because of earnings. It wasn't even an earnings play. I just thought 350 was a pretty good price. You know, down 50% from the high of 700. And you know, honestly, it's a long-term hold anyway, so I don't care that much. But wow, it really is dumping pretty hard here. It's down to 280 now. So mega go. Not really happy about that, but hey, long-term diamond hands. Wow, it's really down like 20%. That is crazy. That is crazy. And it already went down so much from the high of 700. Wow, what a pullback. What a pullback. Ouch. Oh well. That's how it goes. So yeah, it was a long-term diamond hands all the way, but wow, that is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Oh well. All right, guys. So today is Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So today we're doing the show from Tendytown. That is because all major indexes in the green here. Massive day for the stock market and crypto. Everything pumping today, except for Netflix. So I hope you guys made some fat tendies. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for 800 subs. We officially made 800 subs yesterday or earlier today. So it's been a little over a year now, and we've come quite a long ways. Community's growing every single day. So yeah, just want to thank you guys for that. All right. So got a great show for you guys today. As always, we'll be doing our daily stock and crypto reviews. And today we have 3 articles to go over. One about Russia and possible Bitcoin mining there. One about Robinhood and a launch in the UK. And one about the Secret Service seizing crypto. So 3 articles. That shouldn't take too long. And today for the analysis, we're going to be doing 4 TAs. So this is definitely going to take up the majority of the show. Hope it doesn't take too long, but there is quite a lot to get through. More or less the same from yesterday. So yesterday we did ATER, MULN, and NILE, Aterian, MULN Automotive, and NILE BitNile. And we're gonna do those again today. Those are all dumping really hard. So got quite a bit of hate from the Aterian apes yesterday. I said it was gonna go down. Very possible it was gonna go down. And here we are. So, you know, it's crazy as the channel gets bigger, as the community grows. Definitely getting more hate, and the hate seems to be like getting more aggressive too. You know, like pretty hurtful stuff. But I mean, it's just words, whatever. Pretty funny to me. It's good content at the end of the day. But yep, I guess this is how it is to be on the internet. So we're going to do those 3, and then we're going to do AMC, which, that one shouldn't take too long. That one is pretty straightforward. AMC is the only green one we're going to do today. So yeah, so those 4 TAs probably going to take up the majority of the show. And then we'll get to the Yolos. Not too many Yolos today. I think we only have like 3 or 4 Yolos. There weren't too many Yolos to go off of Wall Street Bets today. They're slacking today. So yeah, guys. So today's show... Let's aim for 2 hours. Maybe it'll go above 2 hours, depending on how many people come in chat, which I always welcome. But it seems like not too many people are going to come in today. Well, there aren't too many people so far. And Tuesday usually is a slow day, so... yeah, let's aim for 2 hours. Alright, guys. So yeah, apologies in advance. The majority of the show is probably just going to be TA. It's going to be a lot of me just talking today, looking at charts. So, hoping I don't bore you guys too much. But yeah, there's a lot of TA to cover. Not too much news and Yolos. But all right, guys, let's get started here. And before we begin, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Okay. And let's just take a look at Netflix for a second here. Major go. I'm taking a fat L on this one. So it's down to 275 now, 277. Kind of looks like it's bear flagging. So, yeah, this is going to quadruple gap down. How nasty. Or triple gap down? 1, 2, 3. Nope, quadruple. It's going to quadruple gap down. Wow. Wow. So, let's actually look at the earnings. We may... I'm not going to analyze Netflix live on the show, but I might have to do some extra content afterwards. But let's take a look at the earnings here. Where are the earnings? Alright, so, EPS, we're getting some mixed numbers here, but TD says, estimated EPS was 292 and actual was 353. On this piece of news here, it says $3 EPS and $3 estimate. But it seems like EPS was pretty good, actually. Yeah, it seems like most people are saying, most news outlets are saying EPS was 292 estimated, and actual was 353. So they actually beat on EPS there. Revenue was 7.86 billion, and the estimated was 7.94 billion. So they beat on EPS, missed a little bit on revenue. But I guess the big thing we're looking for is subscriber growth. Where's the subscriber growth? It says total global paid memberships is 221.6 million. I don't know what the estimated was. Anyway, so I think really what's driving the price down is the growth, subscriber growth. But there's a lot of information coming in right now, so... Anyway, so earnings weren't actually that bad. The earnings were actually pretty decent. So it looks like they missed on revenue, just barely. They beat on EPS. And it looks like their subscriber growth is slowing down. And now it's down to 270, 269. Ouch! Maybe I should have waited to load here. And still going down. It is tanking hard. It is tanking hard here. RSI's at 12 on the 1 minute. Wow. So, yeah, I just lost 20% on Netflix. Probably even more now. Yeah, I'm down over 20% on Netflix now. Disgusting. Disgusting. Imagine you bought puts on Netflix back up here in the $600-700 range. You'd be printing some fat tendies right now. Alright, well that sucks. Never fun to lose money. But yeah, it was a long-term hold. Anyway, so that's pretty disappointing. Gonna have to hold for longer now. At least I bought Bitcoin at 39K, so makes up for it a little bit. Alright. What up, Joe?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. And, yeah, sorry the Cavs lost. Cavs didn't make the playoffs. That's pretty disappointing. I was rooting for them. Alright, guys, let's get on with the show. Don't want to look at this anymore. We're going to come back to this later. It's going to be like 250. Watch. Okay. So, yeah, we're not going to cover Netflix today on the show, but I may have to do some extra content after the show. Do a video on Netflix. We'll see how many mentions it gets on StockTwits. But, yeah, that's pretty disappointing. Alright, so the Dow Jones up 1.45%, NASDAQ up 2.15%, and the S&P up 1.61%. Very nice. Huge day in the market. Huge day in the stock market. Very good. Very good. The VIX is down 3.61%, down 0.8 points. So we're below 22 now. We're at 21.37. Very nice. So, you know, still, ideally we want to be under 20, but we're getting there. Going back in the right direction. So that's good. All right, let's check out the watch list. So, looks like a lot of memes are up here. Wish, 9.5%. GME, 7.8%. Virgin Galactic, Express, AMC. AMC is up 6.86% today, which we will discuss fourth today. AMC. Got Palantir, BBIG. Yeah, a lot of memes here. MicroStrategy. So, yeah, Bitcoin's going up today. Crypto's going up today. So, those stocks are up. Yeah, got DraftKings, Square, Robinhood. Got an article about Robinhood coming up here. So a lot of memes up today. I got airlines, cruises are up. We got Carnival Cruise, Norwegian. So American Airlines up there. Oxygen, Coinbase. Looks like hotels as well. Hilton 420. Oh yeah, 420 is tomorrow. That'll be fun. Clover 4.12%. What up, Busy?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Netflix Timber? Yeah. Haven't used the Timber meme in a while. Where is it? It's going down. I'm yelling timber. Yeah, so unfortunately, I own Netflix. I bought Netflix like last week. Not even because of earnings. I just really like the price, $350. I thought that was pretty good, you know, down 50% from 700 at the high. And you know, it wasn't even an earnings play, but ideally it would have, you know, went up. But no, yeah, we just looked at Netflix. It's 268 now, so I'm down over 20% on Netflix in one day. So, you know, I don't really care that much. It was always going to be a long-term hold, but that is pretty disappointing. So it looks like I'm going to hold a lot longer now. This is getting pretty ridiculous. It's going to be a quadruple gap down now. So what? Netflix is the next meme stock. First it was Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, Twitter. Now it's Netflix. Disgusting. But yeah. Maybe I should start inversing myself. Should have bought puts at 700. Would have been printing. Imagine you bought puts up here at 700. Oh well. Alright, back to this. So we got Nike, 4.12%. Very good day for Nike. SoFi is up 4%. So a lot of growth stocks going up. Growth memes. NEO up, GM up. GM is up 3.57%. Very nice. Amazon 3.5%. Big day there. Yeah, Chinese EVs, Xpeng, NEO, Li Auto. Those are all up. Meme index up 3.25%. So good day for the memes. AMD 3.24%, Disney 3.23%, and Netflix was up a lot. It was at up 3.2%, but nope, and it's still going down. We'll see where it bottoms out, but it is going off a cliff right now. 267. When I first saw that price, it was at like 290. When I first looked, I was like, what? So, make it stop. All right, Facebook 3.1%. We'll just run down the list there. There's too much to actually name. But yeah, we got Facebook, Ford, PayPal, J&J, Snapchat, Roblox, Target, Tesla. Good day for Tesla. Costco, JP Morgan, Google, Microsoft, Apple, everything is up pretty much. Yeah, almost everything in the green. Growth and value. Everyone did well today. Boomers and apes. So, yeah, only real way you could lose money today is if you were in Netflix, like me. Give myself the clown. All right. Oh, or if you were one of these meme apes here. There's a few memes that did go down, which we'll discuss today. So onto the red side. Number one loser here on my watch list, BitNile. Talked about it yesterday. Going to talk about it again today. 14% down. And then ATER, 10.7%. We'll discuss that first today. MULN, down 8%. We'll discuss that second today. CEI, honorable mention. I think that did make top 10 StockTwits. Not going to discuss it, though. Twitter's down. Pfizer, gold, silver. Alibaba. Exxon, MMAT. Chevron. So it looks like oil is down today. Yeah, so only things really going down today. Some of these memes, which we're going to talk about. MULN, ATER, BitNile, and oil. That's pretty much all that's down. And Twitter. So yeah, guys. Great day in the stock market today. Congrats to everyone. Hope you guys weren't in Netflix. But you know what? I sacrificed so you guys can pretend these. Alright. Let's get on to some crypto here. And please smash the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. Crypto. Alright, looks like it kind of bottomed out at 270. Talking about Netflix. Show Netflix here. Yeah, so it looks like it's bottoming out at 265. Or it could be just a bear flag. I sure hope not. But yeah, this is pretty disgusting. Wasn't back here. This was January. So yeah, so this was the first time earnings came out. It went from 500 to 400. So a 20% dip there the first time around. And now another 20% dip the second time. So 2 earnings in a row, it's going down 20%.
Be connected.
Alright, let me just check YouTube real quick before we move on, guys. 6 viewers, 8 likes, thank you guys. So, yeah, a lot of people in here. Appreciate everyone.
I appreciate you.
And please smash the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. Alright, on to crypto. So, crypto's up 1.91%. Very nice. I think it was up more earlier. I think it's pulling back a little bit. But regardless, great day in crypto here. So all around green. Let's start with trending. So step in, GMT up 23.5%. That one has been number one for like every other day. And that's still going up. So apparently that's a Solana coin. It's like an in-game currency or something like that. And then Sheeb, I don't know why that's number 2. And then BNB, number 3. So biggest gainers, we got Sanji Inu. Sanji like the guy from One Piece? That's Sanji? It looks like... What? So all these Inu coins aren't even dogs anymore. At least in the beginning, they were dogs, you know? Now they're just... It's everything Inu. This is an anime character, Sanji. He's the cook from One Piece. You know, the pirate show, the pirate anime. Don't know if you guys watch anime, but that's like one of the, you know, most popular animes. So Sanji Inu, 317%. And we got Nurse Cat, 307%. I don't know what Nurse Cat is, but that seems like a meme. And then there's Tom Coin. Tom, like Tom and Jerry, that, yep. So, yeah, so now we got, like, cartoon characters becoming, crypto memes. So, Sanji Inu, Nurse Cat, and Tom Coin.
Hey, you gonna lose all your money? That's a scam!
Alright, on to the actual crypto here. So we got Bitcoin up 1.45%. So it's over 41K now. So, you know, at least I'm getting wrecked on Netflix. But at least I bought Bitcoin at 39K. So that makes up for it. Kind of balances out there. Ether 2.82%, pushing 3,100. Binance 1%. A lot of green. Don't really see too much red here. We got XRP 1.4%, Solana 4.7%, Cardano 1.6%. Terra's been mooning. That's up 5.7% today. I thought it was up more. On the week, it's up 12.4% for the week, which is really good, but I thought it was up more. Yeah, everything's up. Avalanche, Dogecoin. So I guess the question is what's not up here. Litecoin, 2.5%. Bitcoin Cash is down, and so is Leo, and Monero, and Stellar. But it doesn't look like the negative price action went down that much. ApeCoin's up a lot, 12%. Yeah, let's sort this out. But a lot of green here. Let's start on the red side. What is not in the green? So yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only 6 coins in the red here. So we'll just call it 95% of the coins in the green, 5% in the red. And the coins that are in the red really didn't go down that much. Biggest loser is Leo, 1.57%. So pretty much everything went up today. Pretty hard to lose money in crypto today, unless you're a rainbow bear. But Yeah, so most coins, 95% of the coins in the green, a lot of price action, and the coins that are in the red really didn't go down that much. So onto the green side, and we'll just run through this quickly. But yeah, step in, biggest gainer 23%, then it drops off pretty big from there. ApeCoin 13%. EOS, haven't heard that one in a while, that's up 9%. Looks like mostly growth. Biggest gainer on the value side is Terra, 5.66%. And then Solana, 4.68%. And then the price action slows down a lot from there. So it looks like most of the coins went up a little bit. And a few growth coins did go up a lot in the double digits. So nothing too crazy happening in crypto today. Bullish day, but really not too much price action. Just all the coins in the green, most of the coins in the green. Value didn't go up too much, but went up a little bit, and some growth went up a lot. But yeah, overall, great day in crypto today. So congrats to everyone in crypto. Congrats all around. So great day in the stock market, great day in crypto, all around attendees, except if you were in Netflix or ATER or Mullen. So yeah, hope you guys made some fat attendees, and let's get on to some news now. Give me a second to pull up the articles. Don't have too many articles here today, only 3 of them, so this should go by pretty quickly. And then we'll jump straight into the TA, which is definitely going to be the biggest part of the show today. Alright. Let's give this a second to load, and while we do that, just going to check on YouTube. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like a pretty slow day. It's a pretty slow day today. We got 4 viewers in the house. Appreciate you guys who are still here.
I appreciate you.
Alright. Let's get on to the articles. And let's just check on Netflix real quick again. Oh, nope, it's still going down. It looked like it was bouncing back. Nope, it was a bear flag. It's still going down. 260, 266. How disgusting. How disgusting. So we should actually check on StockTwits after we get done with the articles. See how many people are talking about Netflix, but yeah, may have to do in some extra content after the show on Netflix. Yeah, so I think the memberships is what's really driving the price down here. So they missed on revenue, they missed a little bit on EPS, and they're down 2 million subscribers from Q1. So did they actually lose? They actually lost? Is that right? Seems like they actually lost members, 2 million members. Really? That's pretty bad. I thought the membership, the growth was slowing down, but I didn't think they actually lost members. That's pretty bad. Pretty concerning. Yep, they did lose subscribers. Ouch. So was not expecting that. So yeah, it's continuing to go lower. 265 now. And dropping.
And it's gone.
That hurts. Alright. Let's get back to the articles here. So today we got 3 articles. One about Russia potentially Bitcoin mining. One about Robinhood in the UK. And one about the Secret Service seizing crypto. So nothing too crazy here. No major news today. All minor news. Just some interesting articles I thought I should share with you guys. Okay, so first article here. IMF warns Russia could use Bitcoin mining to evade sanctions. Russia has significant energy resources to put towards cryptocurrency mining, according to the report. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but yeah. So the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, is concerned that Russia could start Bitcoin mining, because their economy is getting crippled right now by sanctions. So they're worried that Russia can start Bitcoin mining to evade the sanctions. They've been sanctioned on crypto as well. They've been sanctioned on like everything. Which, to be honest, this is just my opinion. They should be allowed to Bitcoin mine, even though they're pretty like anti-crypto. They don't want their citizens to have crypto. But if it's the government, sure, they can do it, right? But yeah, there's concern that rogue nations. Russia's not a rogue nation, but nations like Russia and like North Korea could Bitcoin mine. Sanctioned countries could Bitcoin mine and evade those sanctions, which honestly, I kind of think that should be allowed. Crypto is supposed to be a free market. The people's currency. So it's definitely changed. Institutions definitely have a big say in crypto now. It's no longer controlled by the people. So it is what it is, crypto is pretty institutional now. Not totally, but I believe like 20% of the float is owned by institutions now. And it's just only going to get bigger. So to me, you really shouldn't be allowed to, sanction crypto, but it is what it is now. But yeah, not surprising. Yeah, I'm sure Russia has thought about this and will actually do this. Not sure how much they're going to do it, but I'm sure they've talked about this, considering and are going to Bitcoin mine at some level. All right, next article here. Robinhood revives plan to launch in the UK with deal to buy crypto app Ziglu. Robinhood has agreed to buy Ziglu, a London-based fintech app that lets users trade Bitcoin and several other cryptocurrencies. The announcement comes nearly 2 years after Robinhood halted plans to launch in the UK. Ziglu is one of the few crypto firms that has secured approval from the Financial Conduct Authority. Okay, so I had no idea that Robinhood wasn't in the UK. I just kind of assumed they were. I don't know why, but yeah, they're going to buy I have no idea what Ziglu even is, but they're going to buy Ziglu, and apparently they have a lot of say in the UK because it says they're one of the approved one of the approved firms from the Financial Conduct Authority. I guess that's the SEC in the UK. Not really sure. So that's pretty big news. So Robinhood is going to expand. UK is a big market. And that probably had something to do with the stock going up today. And we do have a Robinhood YOLO. No, we don't have a Robinhood YOLO. We have Clover YOLO later. My bad. Never mind. But yeah, pretty big news here. Robinhood expansion. So I still don't like Robinhood. Think it's a terrible app, terrible company. But that's good for them. And no matter how much people hate them, they're here to stay. All right, last article here. Secret Service seizes more than $102 million in crypto assets. So the Secret Service has seized more than $102 million in illicit digital currency since 2015. In a CNBC interview, the head of the agency's investigations office says cracking a crypto case is often like a house of mirrors. Investigators are finding thieves will transfer stolen Bitcoin and other digital currencies into stablecoins. All right, so this is since 2015. So in 7 years, they have seized $102 million. Honestly, kind of seems like it should be more than that, but I'm glad they're doing something at least. So they're stopping fraud, stopping illicit activity. That could be cyber crimes and anything else. Terrorism. Trading illicit goods, illegal goods in crypto. So, I think most of the illicit transactions are going unnoticed, but that is quite a bit of money. $102 million. But in 7 years, I don't know. Kind of seems like not that much. But yeah, I didn't even know the Secret Service was even doing this. I thought this would be like the SEC's job, which they don't really do much either. But yeah, interesting article here. Minor news, thought I should share with you guys. I know the Secret Service is they're tasked with counterfeits. They're supposed to like crack down on. That's one of their jobs, monitoring counterfeits. So I guess this is also in their job description now. Seizing crypto, illicit crypto. All right, guys. So that's all the articles for today. Pretty straightforward. And let's get on to the TA today. And yeah, apologies in advance. This is definitely going to be the largest part of the show. It's going to be a lot of me talking today. So, more illicit deals going behind Wendy's than crypto? Yeah, I probably need to head over to Wendy's because I'm losing a lot of money here on Netflix. Give myself the Wendy's. That's where I'm headed after this show. So it looks like it's bottoming out here at 265. Oh, my bad. Let's check StockTwits real quick. Let's see how many people are talking about Netflix. So we're not going to do it on the show regardless, but I might do some extra content after the show about Netflix. Because I'm sure there's a lot of talk about it right now. Yeah, so Netflix #1 trending at the moment. Ouch, down 21%. It's not on the top 10 most active, yet at least. So, yeah, I'll keep an eye on this. And maybe we won't do AMC. I don't know. I really don't want to do AMC. But maybe we should. You guys want me to do AMC? I really don't want to. I went up like 7% today. Yeah, it went up like 7% and it's pulling back. Alright, we'll just do it anyway. It's not going to take too long. Twitter went down a lot too, and CEI. So honorable mentions Twitter and CEI. So yeah, no Netflix on the top 10 most active, but it is #1 trending here. So if this makes top 10 most active, I'll probably do extra content on it later. Let's just look at some comments here real quick. The bears are coming out of hibernation. Wow. Alright. So, yep, I'm getting wrecked on Netflix. A lot of people getting wrecked on Netflix here. So, diamond hands.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
$50 handies, then you'll be back at break even. That's a lot of handies. How much do handies go for? $100? Probably less, right? Like $50? Sounds about right. Oh, man. And I thought I was getting a good deal at $350. I was like, even if earnings are bad. It's not going to go down that much. And nope, down 20%. 50 sounds fair. Yeah, but with inflation, I guess even with inflation, that sounds about right. I don't know. All right. All right. So once again, guys, today we're gonna do ATER Aterian, MULN Mullen, NILE, BitNile, and AMC. So this is gonna be more or less the same from yesterday. ATER, Mullen, BitNile. We're just gonna do AMC today. That one is pretty straightforward. That one shouldn't take too long. But yeah, so fair warning, guys. From here on out, the rest of the show, it's probably just gonna be me talking a lot. So I'll try to get through this as quick as possible. Try not to bore you guys. And we have a few Yolos, but not that many Yolos. Wall Street Bets is kind of slacking today. So yeah, kind of a slow show. Not so many people in here, but it's gonna be talking a lot. Me talking a lot. So appreciate everyone for sticking around. And now Netflix is down to 263. Just watching it go down right in front of my eyes here. This is amazing. So from 700 down to 260. Wow. What a pullback. What a pullback. So I'll give myself the Bogdanov here. He bought. Dump it. So at least I didn't buy options, because with Alibaba I bought leaps because I'm like, because Alibaba went from like 300 to 200. So I got wrecked there, and this time around I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go for the leaps again this time. I'm just going to go with the safe option, buy shares, which probably was a good thing. But yeah, this is ridiculous. 700 to 260? Wow. That's almost a that's like a 60% pullback. What the actual hell? That is nuts. That is nuts. Insanity. Insanity. Netflix needs to release that season 2 of Squid Games. I did see that on the comments on StockTwits right there. I saw someone said they need Squid Games more than ever now. I guess it'll help a little bit, but yeah, I guess just Netflix isn't as competitive anymore. Losing subscribers, and there's a lot of competition now. Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Amazon, HBO. So I guess it's not what it once used to be, but it really went from 700 to 260 here. How disgusting. Who would have thought? Man, imagine you bought puts. Whoever bought puts over here in the $700, $600 range, they are printing right now. Yeah, so is Netflix a meme stock now? Netflix, Facebook, same thing? Wow. This is unbelievable. 20% isn't like that bad, but it kind of is for a blue chip stock like this. So, yeah, first time around in January, it went down 20% on earnings, and now it's down another 20%. Huh. So this is a long-term hold. I mean, it was going to be all along, but it just got longer. What up, Healthy Morty?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, as always. Please smash the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. So many competitors. Yeah, in the last few years, streaming, especially since the pandemic, streaming has really picked up, and everyone has their own stuff right now. And because before, Netflix used to just rent out content, lease content, but now everyone's taking back their own content and making their own content. And the Netflix originals aren't as good as they used to be. Everyone has their own originals now, and Netflix, they have like a lot of content originals, but nothing that good except for like Squid Games. And it's still going down. It's still going down. 262 now.
And it's gone.
So how low is it going to go? Pushing 261 now. I gotta stop looking at this. Did you see the CoffeeZilla video on SafeMoon yesterday? Who would have known SafeMoon is scammy? I did see that. I was like half paying attention because it was pretty long. But yeah, he did like a whole investigation about the owners, the developers, not rug pulling, but they claimed it can't rug. That's why it's called SafeMoon. It's going to safely go to the moon. And apparently they were lying and secretly stealing funds. And then Dave Portnoy lost all his money. He has like he put in like $40,000. He has $2,000 left. So yeah, who would have known, right? Sarcasm.
What?
But yeah, I did see that. Good stuff, good stuff. They're taking out of the liquidity pools. Yeah, I think that's how it worked. You get taxed like 5% on every transaction, and it goes in the liquidity pool, and then you're not supposed to be able to take out of the liquidity pool, but they did anyway. So, yeah, pretty sad, pretty sad. And no one really knew it was going to blow up that big, but then all the celebrities started hopping on, and it blew up. So, yeah, pretty sad stuff. But, I mean, we all knew that was going to happen. Anything moon in it is probably a scam. All right, now we're at 261 and going lower. Disgusting. All right, so let's get on with the show, guys. So once again, we're going to do Aterian, ATER Aterian, MULN, Mullen Automotive, BitNile, NILE, AMC, and AMC. And this is going to be more or less the same from yesterday. All right. So here is ATER Aterian. This finishes at $5.85 today. That is down 10.69%. So we've been covering this stock for a couple weeks now. It's definitely been short squeezing. I said yesterday it's probably going to pull back sooner or later. Looks like the squeeze was winding down. A lot of apes didn't like that. Got a good amount of hate. But you know, I keep it 100 here with you guys. I tell the truth. I'm not going to scream moon, moon, moon. And yeah, it's down almost 11% today. So this was number 1 on StockTwits today. Once again, had over 10,000 mentions. So once again, we're going to analyze it. So really no company specific news to justify this price action today. It just seems like, again, the squeeze winding down. More shorts coming in here, and people pulling their money out. People taking profits. Just speculation on my part, though. All right, let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 210. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 680. And if it is 680, that would be a bearish indicator, because that would mean the cup has already topped out and is due for a pullback to form the handle. But it can also be above 680. And anything above 680 would be a bullish indicator, because that would mean the cup is not completed yet. It can also be 835. $9.95, $11.90, $14.20, $17.05, $19.05, and in the longer term, the cup and handle is even bigger, and this can potentially go back up to 49 in the long term. So the cup and handle can be bullish or bearish depending on where the top is. It appears like in the long term, it's a bullish indicator. In the short term, pretty hard to tell, but it does look like 680 may be the top. The stock appears to have some pretty, the stock appears like it's having a pretty hard time breaking 680. So I think the most realistic tops in the short term would be 680 or 835. So in the short term, it looks more bearish than bullish in my opinion. The cup and handle looks more bearish than bullish in my opinion. Okay, gap down. We do have a gap down at 850, so that is a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 850 to fill this gap. May take a while, but eventually it should. Bull flag. And this looks like a potential bull flag in the making. No confirmation just yet, but it looks like a flag pole is forming. So all we would need is some pullback to form the flag to get confirmation. And the bull flag would suggest, and the bull flag is a bullish indicator, that would suggest that the stock may want to break out to the upside. In the aftermarket here, this is running to the upside up to 595. So if this holds, that would be a bullish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow the stock will run to the upside. Zoom out a little bit. And we do have a gap up at 390. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back down to 390 eventually to fill this gap. I think I got it all there. Yep. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So, bulls probably screaming manipulation after last week's screaming moon. You already know how this goes. I was on StockTwits earlier. It's just a it's a circle jerk fest. You know how it goes. Moon, 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 and then bears get out, and then once it everyone's screaming buy the dip, squeeze the shorts, and then once they in your words, Joe, once they get their cheeks clapped, everyone screams manipulation. Rinse and repeat. We know how this goes. All right. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 610, and 565. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 610, 640, 680, 745, $8, 835, 865, 910, 955, 995, and then 1045. There is resistance above 1045, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 565, 510, 460, 410, 355, 305, 255, 210, and then the low of 140. Haha, cheeks clapped? Yeah. That was from you, Joe. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like StockTwits. And YouTube, too. YouTube's not that bad, but StockTwits is just really toxic. I had some guy tell me that my support and resistance was BS yesterday, that I made it up. I'm like, how did I make it up? I literally spent hours just, looking at the charts here, drawing them for you guys. And then I had this lady the other day tell me that Veru, that I was wrong on Veru, that it was going to 25 by the end of the week. It's at 12 now. So, I don't know what hopium these apes are smoking. But, the more I do this, the more I realize people are just dumb. Retail is just pretty dumb. And some never learn. And you really can't feel so bad for them. And this other guy told me Viru, he was going to be back on Monday to tell me I was wrong on Viru, and he hasn't come back. It went down like 15%. Didn't show up. So, you know, and I want to comment back and call them idiots, but I don't want to get reported because I have been before and get shadow banned. That's the last thing I want. But yeah, people are nuts. Retail apes are just a lot of them don't have common sense. A lot of hopium. You know, the thing goes up 200%, and it's still going to go up. It's still going to moon. People are crazy. You know, like I said, some people just never learn. A lot of people do. They choose to, you know, listen and become better investors, learn how to invest better. But for some people, it's just emotion and hopium. StockTwits is a lot of hopium and outside noise. Yeah, StockTwits is hopium, and it's a cult. It's a circle jerk cult. You know, bear's not allowed. They're gonna block you, talk bad about you, and then when it goes down, everyone screams manipulation. That's exactly what StockTwits is. It's just a really toxic place. I hate it a lot. Unfortunately, I have to post there because, you know, I do get a lot of views from there. But yeah, StockTwits is not a good place. And you're not supposed to. It's supposed to be like anti-bullying, right? But no one really cares. It's just a place to talk a lot of crap to each other. The bears and the bulls to talk a lot of crap to each other. All right, back to this. So right now, at this current price, 585, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide. Actually, yeah, are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. RSI is currently at 68, so this is no longer in overbought, overvalued territory, but still pretty high up there. Still pretty much overbought and overvalued. So be careful, guys. So according to the RSI, the current price of 585 should be lower. And this did 97 million in volume today. Very significant volume, way above the average of 8.5 million. So the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. And the volume continues to drop. So it does appear like the squeeze is winding down and coming to an end. Not saying it is, but the volume would suggest that the squeeze is almost over. If it already isn't. All right, peace out, Joe. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. And this is going to be more or less the same from yesterday. What up, Zach?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Go, what a day. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Everything is green, and of course I'm in Netflix. I just bought a big stake in Netflix last week, and I don't even want to look at it. What's it at now? 250? 260. So I'm getting wrecked here on Netflix. So, yep. I feel you, dude. Go. Totally. It was go for you, too? What happened with you, dude? Please smash the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. Let me check out YouTube real quick. 8 viewers, 11 likes. Thank you, guys. I thought less people were going to be here, but appreciate everyone for being here.
I appreciate you.
Please tell me that you've sold. Nah, dude. Diamond hand. Why would I sell here?
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Yeah, I'm not going to be your typical ape. Buy high, sell low. I don't really want to average down. I'll average down at 175. But, yeah, you know, it wasn't even an earnings play. I was like, you know, if earnings does well, then great. If earnings does bad, then that's fine. It's a long-term play anyway, but I didn't think it would come down to 260. Disgusting. It's quadruple gap down now. So no. It was always going to be a long-term hold for me anyway, but damn, 260, that's crazy. 20% in a day for Netflix on a blue chip stock. I guess it's a meme stock now. Everything's meme stock, so I guess Netflix is potentially the next meme stock. I bought a tiny call just for the sake of it, 450. Yeah, so it could have went up 20%, and well, if it went up 20%, it would have been 420, but yep. So exactly, nothing makes any sense anymore. It already went down 20% the first time, the last time it reported earnings, and it went down another 20%. The high was 700. Now it's down to 260. What the actual hell? Like, how does a blue chip stock like Netflix go down that much? Quadruple gap down now. It looks so bullish. But yeah, I ain't selling. I don't want to average down just yet, but if it goes down under 200, then I might have to. Didn't think it'll come down this much. But yeah, thanks for being here, dude. Let's get back to the show. The overall market is a meme now. Yeah, pretty much everything's a meme. Everything's a bubble. Everything's pumping up. But you know, I did buy Bitcoin as well at 39,000. So balances out. I was doing good on both, and then now it's like back to break even. And the watch Bitcoin's gonna tank now, just because I said that. Okay. So long term, this looks like a good stock to buy and hold. Got some pretty strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle and gap down. In the short term, this may have more upside potential. But really shouldn't go up too much higher. This seems a bit overextended to me. And again, the volume would suggest that the squeeze is winding down and coming to an end. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Personally, I would not do that. I think it's a bit too late to go long here at the current price. The stock went up over 200% from the low of 210. So I think going long here would be FOMO. I think you missed a chance already. That being said, there is still more upside potential. I think if it breaks 680, this could potentially go back up to 835. That's where the next top of the cup is. So I would say going long here would be a high risk, high reward play. Pretty much a gamble at this point. How much upside is here? Jana, oh no. Is that you, Janina? Or is this someone new? I think that's Janina. I think you just changed your name in your picture. So welcome back to the show. Please tell me about AMC. Yeah, we're going to do AMC 4th today. So stay tuned for that. It's probably going to take like half hour or something. But, you know, stay tuned for that. We'll get to AMC 4th today. But it is bullish. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, it is Janina. That's what I thought. So yeah, thanks for being back. Appreciate you. And we'll get to AMC a little bit later. We're just going to do this one, MULN and BitNile first. Okay. So how much upside here? 40%. So from this current price, 585, up to the next potential top of the cup, 835, that would be over a 40% upside. And to the downside, this has the potential to go back down to 390 where the gap is. And that would be... And that would be about a 35% downside. So, a lot of upside potential and a lot of downside potential at the same time. High risk, high reward. So, if you want to go long, I certainly would not encourage that, but if you want to, go for it. Just understand that it is very risky and you can get burned. Now, if you're in this for the long term, I would say hold off for right now. This is definitely due for a pullback. Can't keep squeezing forever, and it's starting to show a lot of weakness. Again, I do think it will pull back to 390 to fill the gap. So, if you're in it for the long term, I would hold off for right now. Wait for this to pull back, and set your buy orders to 390. And I think that'd be a really excellent entry. And if it pulls back below 390, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. And also, based on this cup and handle here, if the top is 680 and the bottom is 210, this should pull back to around 445 to form the handle, because that's halfway between the top and bottom of the cups. The top and bottom of the cup. So this should pull back, in my opinion, in the 445 to 390 range. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty decent play. Again, I do think this will pull back to the 445 to 390 range. So that would be around a 35% downside. A lot of downside potential. A lot of money to be made here on the downside. We got some pretty bearish indicators in the short term in the gap up, cup and handle, high RSI, and high volume. So I would say as long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure here, eventually this should pull back down to the 390, around 390. So it is still risky. I would say going short here is also a high risk, high reward play. Again, because there's a lot of upside. Again, because there is still upside potential. But yeah, as long as you're able to withstand about 40% upside pressure here, sooner or later this should pull back and you should be able to make 35% at least on the downside. So it's definitely not the greatest short play, but it is pretty decent. So if you want to go short here, I can support it. Just please do that at your own risk. And I would say cover at 390 where the gap is for a 40% or for a 35% downside gain. But quite honestly, there are better short plays out there in the market. You can make a lot of money here, but it is risky. So if you don't have the risk tolerance for this type of play, then I would say just move on. Just look elsewhere in the market. But yeah, pretty straightforward, guys. Well. But yeah, guys. In summary, long term looks like a good stock to buy and hold. Short term, this may have more upside potential, but can't keep going up forever. The squeeze has to come to an end at some point or another. So if you want to go long for a quick scalp, there is money to be made. There is a lot of money to be made on the upside. There is a lot of potential money to be made on the upside, but please do that at your own risk. If you're in it for the long term, I would hold off, wait for a pullback. And if you want to go short, There is a lot of potential money to be made here on the downside, but still upside potential, so be careful. Please also do that at your own risk. Okay, so sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is ATER Aterian. Alright, next one, MULN. And please smash the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. Let me check YouTube real quick. We're at 8 viewers, 12 likes. Thank you, guys. So, the show started pretty slow, but a lot of people in here now. So, appreciate everyone. Where is the meme? I got too many memes now. Here it is.
I appreciate you.
Let's check Netflix now. It's going to say 250. It's still, well, it's 259. It's still going lower. My God. Don't want to look at this. Okay. Mullen. So here is MULN, Mullen Automotive. This finishes at $1.69 today. Nice. That is down 8.15%. So we've been covering this stock for a couple months now. For almost 2 months now. Crazy stock. It squeezed, and then the Hindenburg short report came out. Now it's pulling back, and still a resale favorite. I believe this was number 3 on StockTwits today. About over 6,000 mentions. So once again, we're going to analyze it. So we did discuss the stock yesterday. I did say it was probably going to keep pulling back, and today it's down another 8%. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze here. It's number 1 now. Mullen is number 1? Really? I thought it was ATER. Alright. Well, that's good then. You know, more mentions than more views. That's me. I'm the burping dude. The good dude. Yeah, that guy's from Wall Street Bets. I'm not sure if you're familiar with, you know, with the meme, but that guy's a legend at Wall Street Bets because he went all in, like full leverage on Apple puts, and then it went to 0. And he was filming it live, his live reaction. So that's where the meme is from. That's me right now on Netflix. Oh, Netflix is number 1. Trending or most active? Because it was number 1 trending. I saw that. If it makes top 10 most active, then I'll probably have to do a separate video tonight. We're not going to cover it live on the show, but I'll probably make a separate video tonight on Netflix. But yeah, I saw it was number 1 trending. I'm not sure if it's number 1 most active. Trending, yeah, it was before. So I'm not sure if it made most active, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a separate video for that. And by the way, guys, for everyone who wasn't here before, we broke 800 subs, so want to thank you guys for that.
I appreciate you.
3rd most active? Okay. So, you know what? Maybe we will talk about Netflix. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to bore you guys, because we have a lot to get through already with the TA. So, if it's okay with you guys, then we'll do Netflix as well. That one should be pretty straightforward. But, yeah, it looks like we're going to have to talk about Netflix as well. So, well, maybe possibly do 5 TA. I think he lost a couple mil too, I think. Something like that. I don't know if it was a mil, but he lost a lot. I think in the six figures at least. And I don't think he ever paid it back either, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, living legend. The guy. Netflix TA is interesting. Yeah, quadruple gap down. Quadruple gap down. 199 to go. You think it's going down to what? Oh my god, it keeps going down. What the hell? What the hell? Make it stop. Make it stop.
And it's gone.
Guy lost Robinhood's money. Yeah, I'm not sure. A couple people on Wall Street Bets lost Robinhood's money. And I'm not sure if they ever paid it back. I don't think they did. So I wonder if Robinhood ever actually went back for that money. Like they ever, like, subpoenaed them or something. Oh, 199 subs. I was like, Netflix to 199. I hope not. yeah. True that. 199 subs to go for 1,000. So it's been quite a journey. So thank you guys for that. Still growing here every day. Community's growing. I don't see Netflix below 250. Oh, you jinxed it, dude. Oh man, it's definitely going below 250 now. I sure hope not. It's 257 now. And still dropping. Wow. All right, back to Mullen. So I think we're gonna do Netflix as well, guys. So you know, I hope I'm not boring you guys. You know, my apologies for it's just me talking a lot today. This show, you know. So I hope you guys don't mind, but there's a lot to discuss today, TA wise. So I think we're gonna do Netflix as well after AMC. All right, back to this. All right, so let's go ahead and analyze here. Oh, wait. So no company-specific news to justify this price action today. It just seems like more shorts coming in here, especially after the Mullenberg, the Hindenburg report dropped. People pulling their money, taking their profits, and cutting their losses. And I would really like to see a response from the CEO to the Hindenburg report. It is very suspicious to me. That is a red flag that there is no response yet. You know, if you're accused of all these, you know, if you're accused of doing all these things wrong, you should probably defend yourself, right? But it's just radio silence. So just a red flag to me. But let's go ahead and analyze here. Full disclosure, I bought a 450 call and a 250 put expiring this Friday. Am I doing it right? You bought a 450 call and 250 put. So that is a that's called a straddle or strangle. That's a strangle. Where yeah, you so that's a long strangle what you just did there. So you're looking for big movement in either direction. So I'm not sure if you intentionally did that, but that's called a long strangle. So you basically just want, you want big movement either way. So, you know, I sure hope it doesn't go below 250, but if it does, that'll work out in your favor, dude. Darlock Music. Haven't seen you here before, dude. I don't think so. So welcome to the community. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you, man. All right. So first of all, we have a cup and handle. Bottom of the cup being 50 cents, the low. 52 cents, the low. And there can be multiple possible tops. Let's zoom in here a little bit. It can be 380. And if it is 380, that would be a bearish indicator, because that means the cup already topped out and is due for and it's due for a pullback, which it already is pulling back. But it can also be above 380, and anything above 380 would be a bullish indicator because that would mean the cup is not completed yet. It can also be 585. $640, $740, $815, $905, $980, $1050, $1165, or even $1590. So the cup and handle, although I do think the most realistic top would be 380. I think it already topped out. So the cup and handle can be bullish or bearish depending on where the top is. But it appears like in the longer term, it's a bullish indicator, and in the shorter term, it's a bearish indicator. Okay. Double gap down. And triangle. So we do have a double gap down. First gap down at 1190. So that is a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 1190 to fill this gap. May take a while, but eventually it should. And then we have another... Where is it? Here it is. And then we have another gap down at 465. So that's another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 465 to fill this gap. Again, it may take a while, but eventually it should. And on the bearish side, and then for the bearish stuff now, so we do have a double gap up. First gap up at 60 cents. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 60 cents to fill this gap. Looks pretty unlikely at this point, but possible, so be aware of that, guys. And then we do have another gap up at 150. So that is another bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back down to 150 to fill this gap. We also had another gap up at 180, but that gap did fill yesterday. And let's switch up the drawing set here. We do have this symmetrical triangle, or we did. It looked like it was consolidating between around 240, and it was either going to break out to the upside or break out to the downside. And unfortunately, it looks like it's breaking out to the downside right now. So that's another bearish indicator. And in the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to 165. So if this holds, that is a bearish indicator that is suggesting that tomorrow the stock will sell off as well. All right, I think I got it all. Yep. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description. Down below. Believe I didn't know what it's called. To me, it had to go either way hard. Sorry it went down. It's all good, dude. You know, I diversify, so I'm not a super crazy ape, you know. It's not all in Netflix. Which, by the way, some lady on the show yesterday, I don't know if you guys were here, but she said she went all in on Mullen. And I'm like, I didn't want to be a dick. I didn't want to be like, what the hell's wrong with you? But I was like, okay, I hope that works out. Good for you. So, yeah, I hope she's okay. RIP to her portfolio. Where's the, RIP to her portfolio. So stay safe, guys. Don't do any, like, you know, super crazy ape stuff like that. But yeah, Zach, this is what happens when I'm a bull, you know. Whenever I do anything bullish, it goes the wrong way. But yeah, Zach, that's called a long strangle. What you did when you buy a call and a put on the same expiration date, and you're looking for big movement either way. If it was the same strike, that would have been called a long straddle. And Darlock Music just subbed a few minutes back. All right, cool, dude. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome to the community. TA of our YouTube show, Darlock is sub 801. Really? So someone must have unsubbed because I was at 801 earlier. So he should have been 802. So maybe someone unsubbed. But that a lot of people have been not a lot, but I got some unsubs because I've had some pretty bearish takes on these stocks lately. And you know how the apes are. They don't like it when you say something's going down. But I just tell the truth, so they don't have to listen. It's just my opinion. But, it's dangerous when you just want confirmation bias, and I'm not going to give that here. I'm going to tell the truth. Critical support? Absolutely, absolutely. 800. 800, very critical support there. Please tell HYMC. All right, sure, Janina. Let's do that one. All right, we'll look at HYMC after I'm done with Mullen here, and then we'll get to AMC very soon. Okay. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is sitting on the support of 170, which I finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 190, 225, 255, 270, 290, 320, 340, 360, 380. How high we're gonna go here? 425. $4, 410, and then 425. There is resistance above 425, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, I guess we'll draw another one here. Next levels of support would be 155, 135, 115, $1, 75 cents, 60 cents, and then 52 cents. So right now at this current price, $170, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 190 to the upside, the channel starts to open up and get pretty wide, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 190. RSI is currently at 38, so that is on the lower end. Not quite oversold and undervalued just yet. But according to the RSI, the current price of 169 should be a little bit higher. And this did 70 million in volume today, way above the average of 22.5 million. So the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. And what I'm going to say here is just based on the technicals. Fundamentally, I really don't like this stock. Like I said, the Hindenburg report really concerns me. We need to see some answers from the CEO. So personally, I wouldn't touch the stock just based on the fundamentals. There are some pretty serious accusations from Hindenburg on this company here. But technically, long term, it does look like a good stock to buy and hold. Got some pretty strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle, double gap down, and double gap down. But in the short term, it appears like it's currently a falling knife. Got some pretty bearish indicators in the double gap up, and breakout to the downside of the symmetrical triangle. Will eventually come back around. Yeah, it's Netflix. I'm not worried about it. So, but it just sucks because just gonna be holding for longer. I was gonna hold all along, but it looks like I'm gonna be holding for longer. I like the truth. Yeah, most people do like the truth, but you got some crazy apes who just don't want to hear anything other than confirmation bias. And then when you tell them otherwise, they just call you a bunch of names and block you, and you know, it's just ridiculous. But you know, people just never learn, and they get burned, so you can't feel that bad for them. So you know, we keep it real here. We're realistic, truthful, and the overwhelming majority of the people that watch, you know, appreciate my honesty. But some people just want confirmation bias. Not gonna get it here. I could scream moon, 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 and get a lot of subs that way, but I ain't gonna do that. As a financial advisor and a fiduciary, that'd be very irresponsible of me. Roku G following Netflix. Roku. Oh my god. That's not that bad, though. It's 110. That's not nearly as bad as Netflix, but yeah, that is going down, too. So all these streaming services are getting pretty wrecked here. 258 now. Okay. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Honestly, 169 is not a bad entry. According to the RSI, like I said, according to the RSI, 169 is lower than where it should be. That being said, I do still think there is more downside potential to go. Still looks pretty bearish to me. So if you want to enter at 169, go ahead. Like I said, not a bad entry, but personally, I would try to get this back at 150 because I think that gap will fill at 150. And it may possibly even go to 60 cents to fill the other gap. So personally, I would set the buy orders to 150, and if it pulls back down to 60 cents, I would average down. But yeah, 170 not a bad entry. If you want to go long here, sure. But I think it would be a better idea. But personally, I like the entry of 150 and lower. And if it pulls back below 150, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice. Seems like a pretty decent play. Nothing too exciting. Again, I do think this will pull back down to 150 at least. So that would be over a 10% downside. And I really don't think it's too risky at this point. I really don't see this moving to the upside anytime soon. Momentum is cooling off here. This didn't have the hype around it like it did before. So I would say going short here would be a low risk, low reward play. Seems like a relatively easy 10% at least. So while it's not the most exciting play, not the most money in the world, it should be a relatively easy 10% short here. So I would support going short at 169 and higher, and I would cover around 150 where the gap is. It may even go down to 60 cents, but I'd cover at 150. Okay. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is MULN Mullen Automotive. All right. It's 5:40 here, so it definitely looks like we're going to go further than 6 o'clock. I said 2 hours, but looks like we're going probably 2.5 hours now, which is fine. We're at 6 viewers, 13 likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate everyone who's still here.
I appreciate you.
And let's look at HYMC real quick for Janina. Alright, so, yeah, this doesn't look good. This does not look good. Well, there is a gap here. There's a gap down at $2, so this should come back up to $2 at some point, but pulling back here in the aftermarket, that's not good. That's suggesting that tomorrow will sell off. And there's a gap at 140, so I think it's either going to come back up to $2 and then go back down to 140, or come back down to 140 and then go back up to $2. And there's this other gap at 40 cents, which is pretty scary. I don't think it's going back down there, but yeah, this may come back down to, it looks like it's going back down to 140. So, looks pretty bearish at the moment to me, unfortunately. So be careful, Janana. And RSI's at 50, so according to the RSI, this current price, 174, is fair market value. But, you know, it's not looking great. Looks like it's breaking out to the downside. And should fill the gap at 140, unfortunately. Yeah. So good luck there. All right, next one. What's the next one? NILE. Still lurking. Been moving around. Let the play stream in the let the stream play in the background. All right, cool. Awesome, Machete. Appreciate you for sticking around. I appreciate everyone who's still here. I know this is me just talking a lot today. You know, I prefer it when we get through the TA quicker and there's more interaction, but this is very just a TA-based show today. Is there any way we can have an idea on what will the 250 premium puts premium going to look like tomorrow? No, dude. You're not going to know till the market opens. I don't know. Maybe there's like a calculator or something, but I don't know. You can't officially know what it's going to be until tomorrow at opening. But maybe there's some resource online that can predict what it's going to be, but you can't officially know. And I don't know of any like calculator or anything that's going to predict it. So the short answer is no, not that I'm aware of. Maybe someone does know of a way you can figure that out. All right, BitNile. So here is NILE BitNile. This finishes at 60.76 cents today. That is down 14.06%.
And it's gone.
So we talked about the stock yesterday. It mooned on good financials. They had good year-over-year financials. Sales. Year-over-year sales. I did predict that this could come back down to 57 cents. And it appears like that's where it's headed. So really no company-specific news to justify this. Oh, let's back up. So this was top 10 on StockTwits today. Believe it had around 5,000 mentions, 4,000 mentions. So once again, we're going to analyze it. So really no company-specific news to justify this price action today. It just seems like people taking profits and shorts coming in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and analyze here. All right, this one shouldn't take too long. So first of all, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 50 cents, the low. And there are multiple possible tops. It can be 106. back out here. It can be 106, 115, 141, 174, 186, 218, 232, 251, 256, 296, or even 370. So those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should eventually run back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. Although I do think the most realistic top would be 106. And then gap down and gap up. We do have this gap down at 75 cents, so that is a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 75 cents to fill this gap. And then we do have a gap up at 57 cents. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back down to 57 cents to fill that gap. And in the aftermarket here, this is running down to 58.6 cents. So if this holds, that would be a bearish indicator. That is telling us that tomorrow the stock should sell off. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 62 cents, and 60 cents. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 62 cents, 68 cents, 72 cents, 77 cents, 83 cents, 88 cents, 92 cents, 94 cents, 98 cents, 103, 106, and then 111. There is resistance above 111, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of resistance, next levels of support would be 60 cents, 58 cents, 56 cents, 53 cents, and then the low of 50 cents. What up, Punk Skater?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. Please smash the like button, guys, if you haven't yet. Just saw Netflix. Holy poop. Yeah, dude. And guess who owns Netflix? Clown on me. Is it still going down? All right, it looks like it's holding up around 258. But yeah, not thrilled about that at all. I mean, I'm diamond hands either way, but holy crap, what is going on? But yeah, dude, tomorrow's 420, so happy early 420. AMC, please. Yeah, Janana, give me a couple more minutes. We'll get to AMC next. Let me just finish up with this one. All right. Buy the effing dip. Right, buy the effing dip. Yeah, not yet. I'll buy the dip at 175 if it gets there. Hopefully not. But yeah, I'm ready to load again. So right now at this current price, 61 cents. The channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 62 cents to the upside, the channel starts to open up and get pretty wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 62 cents. And to the downside, if slash when this breaks 56 cents, the channel starts to open up and get pretty wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if slash when this breaks 56 cents to the downside. RSI is currently at 44. So a little bit below average there. So according to the RSI, the current price of 61 cents should be a little bit higher. And this did 52 million in volume today. Very significant volume, way above the average of 10 million. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So long term, this looks like a good stock to buy and hold. Got a pretty strong bullish indicator in the cup and handle. Short term, I do think this has a bit more downside to go. But, you know, the all-time low is 50 cents, and it's currently at 61, so it really shouldn't go too much lower. So, therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Honestly, 61 cents is already a pretty good entry. Below average RSI. And, again, all-time low is 50. So, really can't go too wrong buying in at 61. That being said, I do think this will keep pulling back to fill the gap at 57 cents. So if you want to go long at 61, then go ahead. Really not a bad entry at all. But if you want an even better price, this should pull back down to 57. So that's where I would set my buy orders. So I would support going long at 57 cents and lower. And if it pulls back below 57, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice. Honestly, I don't really see a point in doing that. Again, this should pull back a little bit more to 57 to fill the gap. But from the current price of 61, that's only about a 5% downside. And there is a good amount of upside potential here. Again, this should eventually come back up to 75 cents to fill that gap. And 105 to complete the cup. So I would say going short here would be a medium risk, low reward play. Just not really worth it in my opinion. You should have went short yesterday before this went down 14%. So honestly, you should be able to make an easy 5% on the downside here. But you never know. This is a retail favorite. This theoretically can go mooning at any time. And if this does go back up to 75, that's a 25% upside. And if it goes back to 105, that would be a, how much would that be? 50, 60, 70. That would be over a 70% upside. About a 75% upside. So 5% downside potential, 25 to 75% upside potential. So not really a great idea to go short here. I think you missed your chance. You should be able to make 5%, but honestly, not really even worth it in my opinion. Not really even worth the risk. So if you want to go short, go ahead. I would say cover at 57 where the gap is. But honestly, I think you just stay away from this in case anything crazy happens. All right, so pretty straightforward, guys. Long term looks like a good stock to. Long term looks bullish. In the short term, I think it has a bit more pullback to go, but really can't go too much lower, and there's a lot of upside potential. So if you want to go long, 61, not a bad price, but it should come back down to 57. And if you want to go short, I don't really see a point in doing that. I think the risk outweighs the reward. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NILE BitNile. All right, AMC. All right, this one is pretty easy. So here is AMC Entertainment. This finishes at $18.68 today. That is up 6.86%. So I haven't talked about AMC in a while. This did squeeze up to around 35, and has since pulled back very significantly. Almost 50%. Almost 50%. But today, this did get some pretty good price action and made StockTwits top 10. I think it had around 4,000 mentions. So we're going to analyze it. So really no company-specific news to justify this price action today. It just seems like the overall market did really well, especially the growth and meme stocks. And it does appear like AMC is starting to bottom out and reverse. So let's go ahead and analyze here. And really, there's not too much to go off of. This should be pretty straightforward and simple. So this appears to be a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 1730. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 29.85, 30.80, 43.25, 46.15, 52.40, 61.10, $65, or even the high of 72.60. Although I do think the most realistic tops would be 29.85 or 34.80. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And let me move my face here. Whoops, wrong one. You can't even really see it. Ah. Can I change the... How do I flip? Nope, that wasn't right. Give me a second here, guys. Let me just edit this. Alright, I think that works. Okay. And the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, does look like it's does look like it bottomed out and is reversing. And the lines are going to cross pretty soon. So that's a bullish indicator. That is suggesting that the stock should be on its way to the upside. Okay, let me switch that back. Right. Cool. And if you guys want to follow along, oh, and in the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to 1835. So if this holds, that would be a bearish indicator that is telling us that tomorrow this stock will probably sell off. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. Okay. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 1955 and 1855. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 1955, 2035, 2115, 2245, 2360, 2435, 2535, 2675, 2785, 2895, 2985, 3090, 3195, 3275, 3365, 3480, and then 3605. There is resistance above 3605, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 1780, 1730, 1650, 1535, 1410, 1295, $12, $10.90, and then $9.83, $9.85. There is support below $9.85, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, $18.70, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. Let's see here. Yeah. RSI is currently at 47, so that is pretty average, a little bit below average. So according to the RSI, this current price of 1870 is around fair market value, maybe should be a little bit higher. And this did 32 million in volume today, which is way below the average of 93 million. So this pump today was not confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So long term, looks like a really good stock to buy and hold. This cup and handle looks very bullish. Strong bullish indicator in the cup and handle. And in the short term, this does appear like it did bottom out and is starting to reverse. We got some very strong support at 1730. And this is starting to form a cup and handle here. So it looks like the bottom is 1730. Hopefully it doesn't break that. If it does, that can go really bad. But yeah, if you want to go long, not financial advice. 1870 is really not a bad entry. It's a pretty standard, it's a very average entry. Really can't go too wrong going long here at 1870. I really don't think it's going to go lower than 1730. Very strong support there. So maybe you can wait and see if this comes back down to 1730. But I would support going long at the current price, 1870 and lower. And if it pulls back below 1870, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Looks pretty bullish in the short term. got a strong bullish indicator here in this cup and handle. This should come back up to 29.85 or 34.80 to complete the cup. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that. I don't think that's a great idea. You should have went short back in the $30 range, even in the high 20s. This sold off 50%, and at this price, 1870. I think it's a bit too late here to go short. Again, very strong support at 1730. Really don't think it's gonna break that. So, what? 180. Do the math there. So this really shouldn't go lower than 10%. So not too much downside potential, a lot of upside potential. There's about a 10% downside and about a what? And a 40% upside potential if this comes back up to 29.85, and over a 55% upside potential if it comes back up to 34.80. So 10% downside potential and 40 to 55% upside potential. So I would say going long. So I would say going short here would be a high risk, low reward play. Not worth it in my opinion. Don't think that's a great idea, so please don't short this one, guys. And I forgot to mention, I would say going long here would be a low risk, high reward play. %10 downside potential, 40 to 55% upside potential. So going long here appears to be a pretty good play. Not the greatest entry, but very average entry and a lot of upside potential. And not too much downside potential. Alright, so pretty straightforward here, guys. Long term looks like a good stock to buy and hold. Short term looks very bullish as well. Really shouldn't go too much lower, and a good amount of upside potential. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC Entertainment. Alright, last one. Netflix. So, my bad, guys, for, hope I'm not boring you guys too much. But we got one more to go. 4 viewers, 13 likes, so most people left. So, appreciate everyone who's still here. Let's finish up with Netflix. And then we'll get to the Yolos, which shouldn't take too long. But show's almost over, guys. So, thank you guys for bearing with me. I know this is pretty boring. I'm just talking a lot. But we got a lot of TA to get through today. And I'm going to wing this one, because I didn't have any notes prepared for this. But, alright, let's finish up here with Netflix. So here is NFLX Netflix. This finishes at $349 today. That is up 3.18%. But in the aftermarket here, after earnings came out, this is now down to $260.
And it's gone.
So this is really, really bad. Earnings just dropped not too long ago. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Only tune in for TA. Love the take on your stocks you cover. Well, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, you know, a lot of people do enjoy the TA, but, you know, I understand. It's just me talking a lot. There's not so much interaction. So, you know, I try to get through it as quick as possible. But, yeah, you know, I'm glad you guys enjoy the content. And, yeah, let's take a look here. So revenue was $8.053 billion, and that missed the estimate of $8.21 billion. So slight revenue miss there. EPS was $3 versus a $3.01 estimate, so slight miss on EPS there. So slight miss on both EPS and revenue, which is not great, but didn't miss by much. But what really is causing the stock to go down is the subscribers. So the global subscribers are at 219.64 million, and that's down 2 million from last quarter. So Netflix actually lost 2 million subscribers. That is really not good. Apparently, that's the first time the subscribers have gone down in 10 years, in a decade. And apparently, it's only going to get worse. So earnings weren't that bad. They missed, but really not by much. But definitely, the big disappointment is the subscriber growth, or the subscriber loss, I should say. So market really doesn't like it, and it's selling off pretty hard here, over 20% in the aftermarket. So let's go ahead and analyze now. It's all the password sharing, absolutely, but all the companies, all these streaming services are everyone shares passwords, and everyone knows it, but they don't want to do anything about it because that would piss everyone off. So what they do is they just up the price. That's all they do. Okay. Maybe we should zoom out here. 3 years. So good thing I had TA on this already. All right. So this appears to be a big... So first of all, this appears to be a big cup and handle in the making. The old bottom of the cup was 330. But now it appears like it's going to be 260 or maybe even lower. So I'm not even going to speculate on where the bottom of the cup is. But big cup and handle in the making. And this should eventually go back up to 700 to complete the top of the cup. Well, you know what? And we do have multiple possible tops. It can be 397, 456, 531, 545, 614, 619, 677, or even the high of 701. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. May take a while to get to those tops, but eventually it should. And then we do have a quadruple gap down. First gap down is at 570, so that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 570 to fill this gap. Second gap down is at 505, so another bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 505 to fill this gap. Did I miss one? No. Third gap down is at 377, so another another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 377 to fill this gap. And then tomorrow there's going to be a new gap down formed at 345. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 345 to fill this gap. So quadruple gap down, that is absolutely insane. Very bullish there. Am I missing something? Yeah, I'm just like winging this, guys, because I don't have any notes for this. So I'm doing this on the fly. But I think I got everything there. All right. So I guess we got to back up here. All right, let's zoom in here. Nope, that'd be further out. It's going to be a bit difficult because there's so much support and resistance. All right, we'll just roll with this. Won't be till after the recession ends that you see recovery. Yeah, it may take a while, but you know, it is Netflix. At some point, it will come back up. It's a blue chip stock. Who knows when that's going to be, but it will eventually. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below, or will be. All right, so we're going back on the 3-year chart here. This is going to be near the 3-year low. Absolutely disgusting. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 263 and 253. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 263, 271, 277, 284, 295, 305, 314. We'll go back up to 350, I guess. 323. 330. 336. 344. And then 352. There is support. There is resistance above 352, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 253. And I don't have any TA past that because this is literally the 3-year low. Disgusting. So right now, at this current price, 260. The channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. I don't have the RSI right now. We'll see what it is in the morning, but it's definitely going to be below 30. So it is going to be oversold and undervalued. So it looks like a good opportunity. So it looks like a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. And this did 20 million in volume today, way above the average of 5 million. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice, and this is pretty straightforward, pretty obvious to me. Long term, definitely a good stock to buy and hold. This is Netflix, blue chip stock, not going anywhere. Pretty disgusting that it went down from 700 down to 260. Short term, this may pull back a little bit more, but we are getting some very, very strong bullish indicators in the short and long terms. Again, cup and handle, quadruple gap down, low RSI. So all very strong bullish indicators, no bearish indicators, and no neutral indicators. So, so this appears to be a really, really strong buy to me. This will have its day again. It may take a while, but this will come back up to 700 at some point. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Again, very strong bullish indicators. This would be a great time to buy the dip. Very great buying opportunity. So I would support going long at 260 and lower. And if you want to go short, I really don't see a reason to do that. Should have went short back at 700, 600, 500. Really anywhere above 400. Yeah, 400. Again, very strong bullish indicators in the short and long terms. No bearish indicators. This is a 3-year low. I really don't see why you'd go short here. You missed your chance. Absolutely no reason to go short here. Please don't do that, guys. That seems like a really bad idea. You missed your chance. So yeah, guys, this one is pretty straightforward. Pretty obvious here. Very disgusting what's been going on with the stock the past few months. Pretty unreal, actually. But looks like a great buying opportunity. Looks very bullish in the short and long terms. And really no reason to go short here. I don't know why you would do that. Alright. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. But looks like a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NFLX Netflix. Alright. So, we're finally through with that. I did a lot of talking, so thank you guys for sticking around, bearing with me. I know that was pretty boring, so appreciate everyone who's still here. Let me check how many people still here. So let's end the show with some Yolos, and this really shouldn't take too long at all. There's really not too many Yolos. But yeah, pretty long show today, and yesterday we went 2.5 hours. So yeah, we got 4 Yolos, that's it. So let's finish up with the Yolos, and we'll get out of here. And if you guys have anything else you want me to look at, put them in the chat right now. Questions, comments, concerns. Otherwise, we'll finish up with these 4 Yolos and get out of here. Alright, we're down to 3 viewers. So, appreciate everyone who's still here. Not sure who's still here. You guys are the real ones.
I appreciate you. You loyal.
Alright, so let's give this a second to finish loading. And we'll finish up with the Yolos here. So not many Yolos. Well, we'll finish up with... Let's finish loading first, and we'll get to it. Alright, still loading, not really sure why. Let's go ahead anyway. Alright, guys. So today, this should be fun. Not so many YOLOs, only 4 YOLOs. And some pretty good ones, too. So I think we got some actual YOLOs, and then we got some gain corn and some lost corn. So let's do it, guys. This is by OG Clapcheeks 69. Nice. So this guy's an OG. This guy's an actual OG. I remember reviewing this guy last year. And this guy has some pretty insane YOLOs. He has a tag. Bears clap my cheeks. Lol. Alright, still alive and holding 400k shares, Clover shares on Robinhood in preparation for May 9th earnings. Wow, okay. So, first of all, at least they're shares, not options. So, this is somewhat safe. So, we got 400,350 Clover shares. $1.25 million. Wow. Average cost, $258. So, that's pretty good, if you ask me. You know, some apes got stuck in here at, $10. So, yeah, the low is 195. So, that's a pretty good entry. Honestly, that's a pretty good entry. So, yeah. He's already up $220,000. Already up 21%. So, honestly, normally I would say this is insane. This amount of money on a meme stock like this. But again, at least they're shares, not options. And he did catch a pretty good entry. This is a relative low. So, pretty well done, if you ask me. Super ape move, but it's paying off. I actually do like this. Just got to hit the sell button at some point. So, really can't go too much lower. And if anything, he can just hold, until he makes his money back. He's up right now. But if it goes down, he can just hold till he makes his money back. This is relative low. So, I do like this a lot. Pretty risky, but it's paying off. I do like this. So, yeah, May 9th, next month, less than a month. Good luck to you, dude. But you'll be okay. Seems like you got a lot of money, so this is money you can afford to lose, and like I said, really good entry. So, I do like this play. So this is a one of the better YOLOs. This is not a total ape YOLO. This is actually like, buy the dip with shares. This is pretty smart. So not as extreme as some other apes. Just money-wise, it is pretty crazy. But yeah, OG Clapcheek 69. Thanks for posting. Good luck to you, dude. Congrats so far. A lot of money already. And, I wish you many more attendees. And yeah, it's been a while since I reviewed you. Definitely remember this guy. This guy is quite an ape. So thanks for posting. Good luck. Congrats so far. And please post updates. Alright, this is by Send Me Hawaii Pics. Twitter YOLO because why not? Alright, so we got 190 puts for Twitter. $50 strike May 20th. So 1 month to go. So this looks like a $116,000 YOLO. And right now he's up 7.5K, $7,500, 4%. All right, let's check out Twitter. So this one isn't that bad, At least it looks like he bought it in the money, so a relatively safe strike. I like the strike. Expiration, not the greatest, it's an FD. So, I really can't tell which way it's going to go. Twitter looks, it can go either way. You can go moving to the upside to 55 or drop down to 40 here. So yeah, this is a straight up gamble. But I do like the strike. I do like the strike. It's not some crazy out of the money strike. Yeah, at least it's in the money. So already up $7,500. I don't know, dude. I wouldn't really recommend doing this. But it's great content, and this can pay off pretty big if it does, in fact, go to the downside. But, if it runs to the upside, you're pretty screwed here. But, yeah, great content. We'll see how it goes. This is what Wall Street Bets is about. So send me Hawaii picks. Thanks for posting. Congrats so far. And good luck to you, dude. You're going to need it. Hope it works out. And please post updates. All right, this is by Stephen Maxwell. UAN update. This is from yesterday. I'm not even sure what UAN is, but... So we got 2 plays here. First one, 41 calls for UAN, 125 strike. December 16th expiration, so it's a leaps. I do like that. Let's look up the stock. 175. So yeah, it's already really in the money. So I like the strike. I like the expiration. Really well done. And this one, 16 calls, 105 strike. Same expiration. So it looks like he did these in advance. This was not total FDs. These were leaps. And he's printing right now. So, yeah, he's up 100. Well, put them together. He's up 240K already. So very, very well done. This is how you do it, guys. If you're gonna buy options, buy leaps. Don't buy FDs. Always tell you guys that. Great strikes, great expirations, great timing, all around great. Now at this point, this is getting pretty bearish. This is an all-time high and very high RSI and gap up. So I don't know, dude. Maybe you should just hit the sell button. I don't know if you should really hold this till December. You can cash out right now. Be happy with 240K. But this really shouldn't go, to 125 and lower anytime soon. So this guy has a lot of leverage here in terms of he has a lot of options here. He can shoot the diamond hands, hold this, ride it out, or just cut here. Honestly, I think he should cut the cost basis. I'm not sure what it is, but I would say at this point, cut the cost basis if anything. Cut everything or cut the cost basis and just let it ride. So at that point, at least you're playing on house money. But yeah, no matter what happens, he'll be okay. This is really well done. So. Yeah, Stephen Maxwell, thanks for posting. Congrats on the attendees. Not over yet. Still got 8 months to go, but you're in control here. I think at the very least you should cut the cost basis, but no matter what, please post updates. So congrats, and good luck to you, dude. All right, last one. This is by Houston. We have a rocket. Certified BTARD. So these are Mullen FDs. They're already over. They expired... April 14th. So we're not going to go through all of them, but they all expired already. $4 strikes. And yeah, he's down $12,000, down 85%.
And it's gone.
So yeah, he tried to ride the Mullen rocket, got wrecked, and he just blew up his account there, down $12,000, which ain't, the worst thing in the world, but that's what happens when you play FDs. And yeah, he has 12,000 in capital losses. But that's for this year, so how did he put it in TurboTax? That's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that's already over. There goes the money. So the other guy, the last guy, that's how you should play options. This is how you should not play options. Buy leaps, not FDs. Or sell options. That's a good way to play it too. So Houston, we have a rocket. Thanks for hosting. Sorry for your loss, dude. But hope you learn from this. Pretty risky stuff. And yeah, it's already over. So you'll be alright, dude. You'll make your money back. So great content. Thanks for hosting. Sorry for your loss, and good luck to you. All right, guys, so that's the show for today. So, went over 2.5 hours here. So that was a lot to get through today. Just doing a lot of TA, a lot of talking today. So, hope you guys enjoyed, that was a lot to get through. So, my apologies. Hope I didn't bore you guys too much, but that was a pretty good show, honestly. A lot of people in here. The show started slow, but A lot of people coming in here chatting. Some new people. Thanks to all the regulars. And yeah, I got a lot of editing to do tonight, but we should get quite a bit of subs. So yeah, that's the show for today, guys. I don't think too many people are still here. Let me just double check real quick, but I think most people dipped. Yeah, still at 3 viewers. So shout out to you 3 viewers who are still here. Not sure who it is. One is Machete. Don't know who your other 2 are, but appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you. You loyal.
And yeah, that's all I got. So anything else, put it in the chat right now. Questions, comments, concerns, charts, anything. Otherwise, we'll get out of here. So yeah, pretty disappointing on Netflix today, but oh well. Gonna be back holding that one for a little bit. I wouldn't buy Clover if you paid me too, lol. Yeah, me either, but that guy who did the YOLO, he did get it at a really good price. So, he's up 20%. So maybe you should put a stop loss in there. So I don't like the stock, but he's playing it really well. Alright, guys. I think that's it. So let's get out of here. Thanks, everyone, for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on The Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.